tripod. And I'm trying to get my phone in it. I don't have the strength. Hold on. Sorry about that. Oh, God. Can't pull it. Okay, maybe it goes this way. Hang on. I got it. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, jeez. That was orientation. You know what? Stop that orientation. Orientation. Okay, all right. I'm on here, but it's not showing. Here. Trying to watch so I can make sure you can see everything. I don't. What the heck's going on here? Well, I guess it's live. It says it is, so sorry about that. Now, I'm going to have to look through here. This is, this tripod, I swear, it cost me like $4 on, I think, Temu, or I have to bring it in a little bit closer, though. All right. Now, I'm trying to get me on my other phone. I don't want to go live. I've got to find me. So I'm going to have to search for me because, well, that would be why. Hold on. Sorry. I've already started, by the way. My light seems to be dimming. Okay, me. All right, now I'm going to find me. And I think I'm there. I am. All right. I just want to see how this looks. It looks like they're shooting it vertically, and I don't want to do that. Let me move this a little bit and get this more. Honestly, I can't tell. It's upside down. All right, so I don't have any place to put it back here. So it can't go this way because, well, it's going to have to stay here then. All right, and it's going to have to be sideways. Something. No, that didn't work. Sorry. I asked for a horizontal, but it didn't give it to me. Now I'm going to bring this down a little. Okay. This is so cool. My other one doesn't do that. My big expensive, well, how expensive it is. It didn't cost $4 or whatever this cost. To get this really close in. But let's see how that goes for a while. Let's see if you can see. All right? Anyway, I got one eye in. I'm going to do what I call a funky face because they're weird little faces. I like doing weird little faces. I do them on I do rocks, and I have to do little stuff because I can't work big anymore. But here they are. Here's, weird little faces. That's the first one. Those are the second ones. Here's the third one. I really like him for some reason. This was my tribute to Ozzy after he did his concert. And then he passed, That's just sad. But here they are. And now I've did a couple of abstracts. But today I'm going to do another face. I'm going to use these, where are they? Here they are. These metallic, weird, strange little guys. They're fun. They're great on black. So I thought I'd try them on white. Oops, I don't know what that was. And it just rolled under the table. And it's staying there. Bringing you closer. So, let's get started. I have an orange eye. Let's do a purple eye. I told you, they're weird, funky little weird faces. Okay? Weird little faces. And I am going to use some other acrylic markers. All right, now this is a paint marker, so it's not alcohol or water. Well, it is water-based, actually, yes. but it's not alcohol or watercolor. Now this one, maybe I didn't shake it up enough. Oh, this is the Zaire too. They're glitter pens. Now let's. I need. Okay, wait. I have to test something. Hang on while I do. Because I have been having trouble with what I thought were my my waterproof pens, even my microns. Okay, for some reason they are not waterproof. Okay, so I'm testing again. Now let me try something here. Okay. So let's do a little nose. Just like I normally would. Here, just for the fun of it. Watch this turn out to be cute. On this. Alright, now let's try something. Let's get the Zaire. Okay, hold on a second. See, it wasn't quite dry yet. That's alright, I'll know the difference. I'm just doing a test here. Ooh, I'm going to do this. I need... oh, no, I don't. Not on these. I'm so used to doing this and banging my pens. Okay. So let's try this and see. Well, that didn't move it too much. I think it did move it a little. Maybe it needs to... I just don't really have the time for when I'm working on something like this for it to actually dry. Now I'm going to go over it and see if it pulls it. No. All right, good. Good. We're okay. We better be. Because I thought that before, and then I go in and bingo, smeared into my color. All right, so let's give him... And let's give him... I don't know why. Are they always hymns? I always seem to say him. Oh, I'm making this awfully big. That's okay. I'm going to bring this just right down here. And I'm going to give him a very square face. Well, very square face. Oops, that's okay. I'll just make it thick, like that. I told you it was going to be quick. I just wanted... Okay, I want a nap. Because I didn't sleep the night before or last night. And so I woke up just bouncing with energy. I had 3 hours sleep. And woke up just like, I feel fine. And I got in here and made myself a drink and sat down and had a sip. And then my body just said, okay, now let's take a nap. And I'm going, oh, man. Crap. I had all that energy. Well, I guess I used it all up just walking in here. I am not good at drawing circles, and I love them. Oh my God, I've made a mess. All right, that's it. I give up. I have to use I have to. And hopefully I can. Okay. Hopefully I have something close to this. Okay. Oops, I don't want to move that. I don't want to move the camera. Sorry about that, guys. I think you can see, though. Hello. Love yourself. Oh, I like that. And the garden dumplings. What is a garden dumpling? You're Millie. Hi, Millie. Um, can you see okay? Let me know, please. I'm hoping you can. I'm not going to go out and get all these expensive, ridiculous cameras and microphones and all that kind of stuff because um, I'm I'm doing all of this just because I'm retired. I just want to draw what I love, okay? I like bright colors. I like weird, funny things. I like abstracts are my favorite thing in the world. I love abstracts. I think this could have been a little bit better. It's a little bit thin there. But we'll see. I may actually color that in. All right? It's better looking than it was, though. Let's see. Hi, what can you do? I don't even know what you mean by what can I do. I can do a lot of things. Over 74 years, I've learned how to do a you-know-what ton of different things. I'm still messing up this circle. I have tape on this. I taped it off. I do several at a time, if I remember. I like the border, okay? And these are ACEO and or ATC trading cards, artist trading cards. And the size is 2.5 by 3.5. That's the only size they take. That's it. Same size as a baseball card. Yeah, I knew this was thicker. I could see it through all the scribbles. And I just made it worse. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually make that into a lid. And I can get an opaque paint pen and fill that in with a color. And it won't be so black. I miss having music on. I wish we could play our radios. But God forbid you have some copyrighted music playing on your video. You know? I think about in the Renaissance, or not the Renaissance, but the Middle Ages when they had bards running around and musicians going from town to town. How they would have handled all the legal mumbo jumbo. What can I do? I have no way to answer that question. All right. That's very heavy. That's all right. Now, what did I want to do? I'm going to, I wonder if I have enough room, just barely. Oops, not barely. That's okay. There we go. I am not doing good today. That's a big, gigantic freaking nose. Here, let's put a nostril in it. Well, he already looks surprised. And sad. I like weird and strange teeth. I don't know why, but I really, really do. It just makes them look all a stranger. This guy's just odd. The funny thing is, somebody's going to tell me he looks like their uncle or their cousin or their whatever. He looks just like my cousin. And I'm going, oh dear God. What are you people? I mean, really? Seriously. I can't draw a straight line today. Or nobody can draw a straight line, okay? Not without tools. Not without, a ruler and stuff like. Everybody goes, I can't draw a straight line. Well, nobody can. We fake it. Artists do. But, I mean, I usually fake it better than this, okay? This is pretty sad. I just like these masked, weird faces that actually have eyeballs in them. And they're not really cubism, but they have that feel to them. And they're not really masked because they have actual eyes in them. They're just sort of I love masks. I've always loved masks. I used to collect them. You can imagine how how crazy I went in New Orleans. Nolans. Yeah, I had to have things shipped home. Oh my God. I really cannot draw a straight line today. Jeez. All right, let's give you. Ooh, this might be interesting. Let me try this. Let me put a border around this, but drop the back end of it behind. Ooh, you've got to come up higher. Okay. I have to keep turning it. My hand won't. I can't do things like. God, actually, that hurt. I'm not doing that like that anymore. There. Oh my God. This looks like one of those Greek, one of the Greek Phi Beta Kappa, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't it? Look. I don't know why I think that. If you have any questions, go ahead and type them in, and I am going to check the chat. Whenever I think about it, I'm here by myself, and I have a terrible memory. And I also get very involved in what I'm doing art-wise. I can literally tune everything out, okay? And just go off and, I can actually have a full conversation with somebody and not remember a word they said or even that they came in to talk to me when I'm really in the zone. I don't know what I'm going to do with that mouth yet. I'm not particularly worried about it. What I am thinking about at this point is, how do I want to handle the bottom and the top of his head? I like weird hairish hair. Curly things. And hey, I wonder, I am going to make prints of these, so I am going to sell these as excuse me, as limited editions. And I am going to sell the originals. Here's the thing. One thing I learned a long, long time ago is if you want to produce work, you can't keep your own work. It stops you from producing work. It did me. If I had originals that I could look at and blah, 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 but if I sold it, I almost said gave it away. Dear God, I did that maybe twice in my life. Never did it again. Don't give your artwork away. Do not. Okay? It's valuable. Artists are valuable. Artwork is valuable. I don't care if you think you're good or not. The fact of the matter is, you put time, you put effort into it. And whoever is trying to buy it from you, they didn't make that effort. Okay? As for, people who are trained in stuff, we paid the same amount of money for college they did. We went for just as long as they did. No. Pay. You pay doctors, you pay everybody else. Yes, artists. It is a job. Oh, thank you, Kate. Hi. Hello, Brian. Welcome. They are fun, aren't they? They're really cute little things. You don't want to see. Actually, I can. Hold on. Look what I can do now. Because of this little eye guy, I can pick them up. I'm not going to show you me. I look ugly. But, oh no, not me. Don't show me. How am I showing me? Okay, wait. See those little carts back there? The one closest to the wall is loaded with press-on nails. Loaded with them. Okay? I love them. Now, let me get back here. My back. Whoop, sorry about that. I need to get him a little closer in here. It still doesn't look like he's very close. There, that helped. I moved the light. Maybe too much. It's there. Why does it look further away than it did? There we go. Look at that. This is so cool. I like this much better than my big one. That's okay. The big one has the light. All right, except this little guy's feet are in my way. Okay, but I can deal with that. See? Here he is. Was that a kitty? Oh, yeah, that was Bailey. My chunky little orange tabby. That was a kitty. He hangs back there, or he goes over that way and hangs in his donut while I work. And then every one of my babies have done this all my life. Because I've been an artist all my life. I was a professional artist. That's how I made a living. And at 5 o'clock, or dinner time, by the time I usually quit, or whatever, I swear they might go hide for the day or go play or whatever they're doing, but around 4 or 5 o'clock, which is about the time I would normally quit, they will come wandering out as if to say, okay, quit drawing now. Pay attention to me. Feed me. Love me. My dogs, even my kitties, my birds. I had made a pair of cockatiels, and they did it. I want to think about this hair up here. And then I also want to do something really odd here. Don't you dare dry out on me. Don't you dare. These things are so sensitive. But then look how small that stupid point is. Okay, I don't even know where the camera lens is. Where is it? Right there. See if I can get it to focus. See how small that is? So I'm going to shut up so I can keep it from drying out. Boy, I have days where, I just pink, and everything's perfect. And then I have days like today. Today, everything's going to take me longer because I literally can't get this pen to go where I want it to go. Happens. It happens. I had too many good days in a row. Things were just flowing. I thought, oh, when is the axe gonna fall? Okay. I don't need to have those. I guess maybe now I do. He's pretty even to that one. All right, how do I want to do this lip? I don't know why. Mine always look like males. All right? I have to concentrate to make them look like a female. I think it's because I use an awful lot of, squares and triangles and kind of geometric shapes. And those indicate, of course, would you like to be a female that looked like that? Well, you really wouldn't want to be a male that looked like that. Don't you dare, pen. Don't you dare. Don't you dare do this to me. I've had nothing but problems with my waterproof pens. Now I have to buy whole new sets of them. These nylon ones like this are really sensitive to, and I have a heavy hand a little, you know, pressed down awful hard. Now, I need to think about him for a second. So Bailey is cute? Yes, he is. He is cute. He's a little chunky, but that's not his fault, it's mine. I live in the desert in Tucson and out in the country. You can't let animals out here. They don't survive. The only ones that are even possibility of surviving out here are ones that were born feral. And they don't live very long, generally. There's very few cats that survive to a ripe old age out here. My girlfriend had one. Stash. He did disappear in the end, poor baby, but then he had another family, and cats do that. All right. I want to do something interesting, and I've done the stick-up hair. Want to do something oddball. Oh, never mind. Got it. Got it. That's not going to show because I'm on the tape. What I wanted to do was bring another little one in like that, okay? And hopefully that won't look totally awful. See, these are all going to be cut off because of the tape, which I like. I like that. Yeah, this is a little different. Not completely, but enough. There. I think I might have messed that up, but we're not going to find out till the tape comes off. And there's always a way around it, generally. Okay, I mean, I have yet to have literally drawn myself into a corner that I couldn't get out of. Although, it has occasionally taken me a while to figure out how to get out of it. I had one piece that I had to put aside for several months. And then one day, I was just doing my regular overthinking, and it occurred to me what I could do. And I had to go dig it out. I had to find it. I didn't know where I'd put it. And it was a good way to fix it, but it took me, actually I think it was close to a couple of months to figure out how to fix it. How I wanted, well, there were many ways to fix it, not necessarily many ways that I was going to be happy with. Let me bring this up there. I don't know about this hair. This weird, strange, odd creature, and then this curly hair. this wild curly hair. Oh, my ear's ringing. My mother used to say, someone's talking about you. I don't care. Okay, gotta be careful. I'm gonna make that a little there. Of course, that. I don't know what I'm going to do in here. Well, I do know exactly what I'm going to do right here. And that little blop at the end of a. And then I'm going to take you, and then I'm going to bring it here and see if it'll split that face and give me any ideas for anything here. Shoot. All right, you want to be that way? Be that way. And I'll just do everything else a little heavier too, which will also give me an opportunity to straighten out the mess I made with the lines. Yesterday, they would have been perfect. One single line, nice and thin, perfect, right? Nah, not today. Okay. And you know what? I'm going to do one here. Didn't want it quite that narrow or that fat. Man, I am messing up all over the place today. I need to... I can't tell if this is up or down. Honestly, I don't know how you guys are seeing this, how you're looking at it right now. I have a vertical view on my other phone. So I'm assuming you're seeing what I'm assuming, which is this guy is now sideways with his chin facing left. Okay, I'm going to do some cats in these. I love doing cats. I have done some, and I do, I have one drawing I did back in the 80s. I still love it. It's called Tabby Road. It's a beautiful colored pencil drawing, and it would reduce down perfectly into this size. The original's been sold for years. Those colored pencils that I did art shows, they would sell literally the minute I put them on the display. Almost all of my carousel horses, my cats, all the circus-looking kind of mimes, and boom, sold. I never even got to keep one. Not one. And I usually like to keep one of a series of things that I do. But I've always liked masks and faces, and so I've been doing them for a long time. And then kitties, I just, they're fun to draw. I gotta quit. See, my problem is when I start drawing with ink, I will continue it as a drawing and forget I'm going to put color in it. And I love color. So a lot of times I'll start with color, and that's what I kind of intended to do a little bit. But I knew I wasn't going to completely do it with color because I needed to create the face. Anyway, and sometimes I'll start with the actual black, the outline. I have this, you know what? I don't want to do it there, though. If I do it, That's too much black on this side. He's very heavy in the black, and I don't... Ooh. Okay, I have an idea. I have this kind of a signature thing that I do black and white grids that flow around my other designs, like that. Okay? Maybe I'll use this. Oh, God, I cannot draw a straight line. I swear today. What is wrong with me? You know, it's almost like I'm tilted or something. My head is, I don't know what is going on, but dear Lord, I'm screwing up everything I'm doing here like that. Anyway, I will do it here, and it will be right here. It's an odd place for it, but it will balance that heavy black over there. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do here a bit later. Now these are pretty narrow, these white, so I've got to bring this one in and in and make him a little fatter this way and this way. Kind of meet in the middle. Alright, so he would be sort of like that. And then next to him, this is just a little bit, and he's kind of chunky. That one is. And then that's very narrow, and that one's kind of chunky. That one's good. This one needs to be just a little bit there. And I'm going to bring this one in a little bit here. It's pretty good on this side here, so let me use this to set my black width. You know, some just basic black and white line ones on these would be kind of cool too. Wouldn't they? That worked okay. This needs to be just a tad thicker. And I'm getting some light reflection from that light above. It's shining off the ink. The ink has a kind of a shiny surface to it. There, that does balance that up very nicely. Okay, I still don't know what I'm going to do down there. And I have to, oh crap, this is going to be interesting. Hey Google, set EcoB to 82. Bytes. Hey Google, Knox. Idiot. Hey Google.
Set to 82 degrees.
Hopefully that'll kick it off a bit. It's cold. Because I got both my phones that the app is on are kind of busy right now. I got to figure out here and here what I want to do. And then, and while I'm at it, oh, I'm not doing that again. Not today. Not today. Okay, I'm going to bring him down a little bit here so I can get a little closer. How are you looking? Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, let me set that up. This has tiny, teeny, tiny little feet on it, okay? Little tiny bumps on the other side. And it lifts the template up, which keeps your ink from sliding and smearing underneath. Okay? This is pretty good paper. It didn't pull or dig or anything with that triple go round on this. And You know, sometimes they can. This one needs it. I can see little sparkles in those, but not very much. Uh, those were the Zaire, and they were not as impressive glitter-wise and sparkly-wise as the other markers that I don't know the company, Guanya or something like that. Guanya. Neon gel pens. These things, where are you? Are just incredible. Wait till you see. When I pull them out, I'll show you. Oh, come on. Yahoo has the, not Yahoo. YouTube has the longest delay. Hello? Good grief. That was a hell of a delay. And anyway, you can see it there. Guangya. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not. They're made in China, where 90% of our art supplies are made anyway. Now, up here it's going to be interesting because this is very busy. And I don't know what I'm going to do unless I just do a rainbow across here with the colors. And then maybe just polka dots in here or something. I'll wait and see. That'll be the last thing I do. But this is going to get broken up, and I'm not too sure how. I haven't decided yet. I don't want it to go down this way. I want it to go across this way. I don't want... do I want triangles like that? Yes, I do. Let me think about this. All right, let me create the outer triangle because I want that to control the whole thing. And I want it to go like right there. Oh, thank God I had some luck. Because I wanted it just to skirt that eye circle. Okay? And then, not too sure how I want it to go here. It doesn't, you know what? I'm going to use the corner of the nose. I don't need a point here because I'll create a point there. Shoot. All right, I'm going to have to fix that. I have to make that a little thicker and balance that out. Actually, I didn't have to. There's no reason why they couldn't have been uneven. I don't know why I have to remember. I can choose. I could have left that, you know, and sometimes I intentionally do oddball things because when somebody's looking at artwork and they're just kind of staring at it and they're not thinking about anything, if you do something that makes them go, look, and then flip back and go, what? Then you've woken them up, forced them to look, and the minute you do that, they're paying attention. People go through life so not paying attention. You know, go into galleries to look at artwork and they just walk around and look around and they're not really looking. You know, why bother? You know? Pay attention. Focus. There. Okay, that's all right. It's a little... I'm going to have to touch all this up again once I put the colors in. Maybe. This stuff is kind of transparent, so maybe not. And I just want to do just some little indication of eyelashes. And here, oh, wait a minute. Where is it? Okay, here we go. All right. I'm bringing them outside the frame of the face. Not all of them. This one doesn't need to come out. There. Because I'm going to do it on this side. And then I realized, well, now she is a girl. Not pretty, but she is a she now. This poor girl. All right. And how do I want to do these guys? Oh, I have an idea. Now, do you want... Oh, I brought that all the way off the edge of the paper, and I wasn't going to do that. But I did it, and it happened. And I was going to put a little dot at the end of it. But I didn't. And then this one can go right up there. All right? Now, let's get a big pupil in there. Don't worry, they will have highlights. I want a big, big, big pupil. And you are going to get a star pupil. Don't you crap out on me now. There. Yeah, I'm getting reflection on everything here, and it's kind of bugging my eyes. Well, shoot. I didn't mean to have that hit the edge of the iris. It's okay. I will bring the other one out and make it touch too. And then I'll do this one here. And then I'll do this one here. I wasn't going to, but, you know, I think I like that better anyway. I do, actually. A lot better. All right. Now, we have that one completely decided. I'm going to put it... Oh, jeez. All right. So, let's get a turquoise, and let's get, let me see, this one here. Yeah, let's see what you are. I got to check the color on this. These are little business cards, not messing them up. That's okay. It's not like I have business cards. Oh, no, that's green. I don't want that right now. But, man, I mean, take a look at the difference. And I didn't even shake this. Now, the other thing is these are dual colored. All right? I didn't know what they were talking about, so that's the main reason I ordered these. It's like I need more pens. I don't know, but if I turned this around, you'd see 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's this one, 5, and there's, okay, wait, that's all the paint pens up on the table. I actually have a spare set that I take into the bedroom with me. Actually, there's 6 here because, oh, nope, there's 7, 8, 9, because there's some little sets in one, okay, but all together, there's like 100 in each one of these little squares, so I've got like a 500 on this table alone. What was my point? I have a lot of crayons. All right, now where are you? Okay. I'm hoping you can see this. God, their delay is forever. Okay, here it is. I'm moving it around hoping that you get to see some of that glitter. And see, here is the Zaire, and it just, they are very sad in comparison. Although they'll make nice pens. The colors are nice, okay? Zaire makes a good paint pen, all right? They're not as thin point as Artistro. I buy Artistros a lot because they've got that particular point, and I haven't tried any others that may have it. But it's got that plastic split. Look at that. Can you see the glitter? Look at that. Oh, that's way... I keep moving it, but thinking that was 16 seconds ago, or however long. Anyway, so let me get my turquoise. That was not turquoise. That was green. And this, I think, is pretty green as... Oops, sorry about that. My hand slipped. Let's shake it. If you shake it, see, this is Oh, it's a beautiful color, though. This is, if you shake it, you get more glitter. Okay? Now, I can't, oh, there it is. I can see a little bit of the red color and the green. Now, this should be green and blue, okay? And you can see it. Right there, it looks green. Over here, it looks blue. But let's give this a big old honking color thing. All right, if I go yellow, orange, red, magenta, purple, blue, turquoise, and then this is going to have to be turquoise to green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it in two places. Up here, all right, up here. I'm going to do that rainbow I talked about. And then the rest of that's going to have to be green. All right, and then, oh, I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do here. I have to do something. Can't put a bow tie there anymore. Well, I could, but it would be kind of odd. And I don't want to put a necklace there. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'm Miss Potato Head. I am at a loss here. Completely at a loss. Now I'm going to put you in here. And let's see. And thank God it's not moving the black. I bought a whole set of Sharpies, which are permanent pens, and that is probably, anyway, I bought a whole, oh wow. Just, I don't know if you can see it. Why does this still feel so far away? This almost feels like it's not much closer than that. I'm going to bring it down just a little more. Okay. Hang on. I have to, boy, this delay is. Hang on. I'm waiting for the delay to catch up so I can see how this looks. There. Bring it down. It's not coming down. I'm bringing it down. Oh, a little. I'm going to turn it this way and see what it does. I think it's going to do exactly the opposite of what I want. Don't ever expect me to back a trailer up, because it's just, it boggles my mind. I can't think. You have to reverse everything, you know, and just, and I suppose you can learn. I mean, you know, it's just a matter of habit, but just working it out drives me nuts. Nah. Let's go back there. All right. I'm not happy. I have to do something here, and I have to do it now because I need to put some turquoise there. And I don't know what to do here. Hey, come on. Somebody got any ideas? Are you all still there, or is everybody gone? I don't even know if this is moving or not. Man, it's, you know, nobody said anything for a while. I don't know. Oh, come on. My brain is not working today. I need help here. I need extra brain power. Because I turned this into the ugliest woman ever. But she's still a woman. So I don't know what to do. If it had been a man, I'd think right then I thought about a bow tie. And then, of course, realized I can't put a bow tie on it because it's a woman. I can't put a beard on her because she's a woman. Well, I could, but if you think she's ugly now. Oh, all right, wait. I could just extend the face and reverse everything. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to bring her all the way down. Well, I'm not doing anything if this doesn't start working. There it goes. Okay. Ugh. How's that look? All right, and then I will reverse everything, which means that this goes black, okay, here, And then this one, oh, that light is flickering. Driving me crazy. This one's black. All right, let's see. And I may come in and see if I can get an opaque pencil and give her it. Some red lips, maybe. Maybe that'll help. If not, if it looks stupid, I can always go back over with the black. Okay? So this is black. And that's white. And this is black. Oh, this is kicking up. That means this pen is pulling some of the sizing off of the paper, and it's clogging the pen a little bit. Okay. And on this paper, I suspect the sizing is entirely a coating. I doubt it's inside. On watercolor paper, they put sizing in, and good watercolor paper, it's in and out. It's all got to do with how it handles the water. Now, okay. And then this has been the weirdest one so far as drawing it because I'm really not at my best today. And I woke up with so much energy. I should have been suspicious after having, what, 3 hours? It was 3 hours sleep. Exactly. And I want this to be a little curved over here, too. Wow, you are fighting, aren't you? There. There we go. There. There, that's better. Come on. There, that's better. Yeah. I see all sorts of little white gaps in here. Now, and these have to be bigger because they look like they're just a mistake on the line. And they're not. They're nostrils. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. I don't want to make that all black. I really don't. So I'm going to hold off on that. See, this is white, but it's going to be a color. Well, we'll see. I don't want that much. I mean, if I made that all black, I could make it polka dot. But this is quickly turning into a black and white piece. Now I have to get out. Now, these guys don't have any grays to speak of, and I need a light gray. Now, are you my light gray? No, you aren't. You are. Are you my light gray? No, you are silver. Hold on. How about you? There you go. There he is. Okay. I don't like the so-called eye to be white. I like a little bit of gray and toning it, It's not going to show much on this one. But it will show. And this gives me a secondary gray that's still lighter than my next gray coming up. 2 layers can darken the color on something like this. There's actually some great artists that you should listen to. And I should write their names down. Where did I get this stupid thing from? There. Wait. Yes. Hold on a second. Where's my color chart? All right. So this is this one, and then one of these is that kind of gray one. But this was actually more silver, but it had the brown top. Well, now I think this one goes. I think this one goes here. Wait, there's black and white, then the gray and the light gray. Okay, all right. I've got to test these out later. I'm just going to stick him in however at this point and leave him hanging out a little bit because I need to test those. I think they may have gotten switched. All right. Now, I'm going to go down and get that hair. So the next thing I'm going to want to do is, where did you go? Right here. Is this it? Let me see this. Whoa. Did it just get dark in here? Now there's a switch for the light. This little tripod actually has a light. But I cannot, for the life of me, find the bloody... Oh, there it is. That, look at that. Look at that. That makes a little bit of a difference, doesn't it? I don't care. I've got him nice and charged up. He should be doing good. All right, now. Don't you dare dry on me. Don't do it. Ugh. And then I'm going to put a little yellow there because, almost put that out of there. I want that kind of yellow-green, and I can't get it without doing this, mixing the color. And this is such a small area, and this stuff is so juicy and wet that it's actually going to give me a lighter green. All right? Which is nice. It's not very distinguishable, but I got to clean that off. All right, make sure that's off. While I got the yellow out, let's give that a whirl somewhere. Yellow tea. Oh, I should do yellow tea. I'm not going to. I won't. Okay? But I'm going to put some over here. All right? There. Oh, you can really see the sparkles on this one. Really see the sparkles. There. Then I'm going to dot a little bit into the next layer. And that hopefully will move it. Let's try it and see what happens. Ah! I'm not coming back with you for the time being, so I'm going to put you both back. And yellow is going to require a little orange. Oh, shoot, that's awful close to the eye. Darn it. That's okay. This is another way of mixing. See this? You do this little dotting. This is... What is... Is this light? Or is it this one? What is going on? That better not be my phone. Hang on, guys. No. It's on. It's got something to do with my light. The light thing. I'm getting weird lights moving through there. I'm wondering if you guys see it. If you see that banding going across there. I didn't notice it before. I'm noticing it now. I don't know if that's this lamp. Let's turn it off, just out of curiosity. When I turn this little guy on, it could be him. He is a cheap little thing. It's still happening. All right, it's not that. Let me turn this off. That didn't stop it. It's not on my end, guys. I'm sorry. It is not on my end. Whoa, I don't know what that is. How very odd. Well, I don't need this here. Yeah, I have color charts for everything. I have to. You know, they put the caps on and they put all these little covers, these things, and wraps and stuff like that. But I got news for you. Rarely do those ever match the actual color. Okay? So rarely that, you know, I think of all the sets in here, I have one where it's actually matched so well that I wouldn't have had to do a color chart. But the fact of the matter, I did anyway. Now, I want to put some more orange in here. He needs, especially with that up there, he needs to balance. Oh, okay, never mind. On some of my graphic abstracts, I work with negative and positive space. The negative space on something like that is as important to me as, you know, on this one, yeah, there's negative space inside here. If your negative space is off, your design's off. I'm sorry. Your negative and your positive space both have to work. And I don't want to get into that because I'm too tired. But those have marked areas, distinctive areas. And it wasn't in these. It was wait a minute, was it in these? Ah. And did I do one here at the end with it? Anyway, I did a rainbow dot. I usually do a simple, no, it wasn't this one, but isn't that neat? I love this piece. This piece is called Who Cut My Tomato with a Cubist Knife. Sorry. I like stupid names. And I looked at that and that's what came into my mind. Who the hell cut my tomato with a cubist knife? You know, messed my tomato up. I can't make a good tomato sandwich with that. Here's some more. I love doing these too. I debated about this today. And I can photograph these and turn these into little limited edition ATC cards and stuff. Anyway, I can't find it on where I put it, but this is the orange. I'm done with the orange. I need the red now. Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Whoa. I am missing something. There's the yellow. There's the orange. Okay, that's enough. There's the blue. Did I pull the red out and put him down somewhere? No, you took my red. All right, I'll use this red, you jerk. This isn't as nice of a red, but what did I do with it? How do I lose pens like that? Oh, yeah, he'll do. He's not as metallic and shiny. But I'm doing this to dot because it's just easier than trying to blend it and going back and forth. And it works. Okay. Here's your nice blend plus texture. All right. I'm going to get a good strong red in there, and then I'll start polka dotting in here. Do it here so that when I bring in the pink, or the hot pink, see, I'm not staying within a certain shape. I'm kind of staying linearly, like somebody sprayed it. Anyway, I did rainbow dots in one of the negative areas instead of like black or something like that. And that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Perfect. No, that doesn't belong there. That one has disappeared. My little gremlin of my house has taken it again. If you look at my drawing of myself on a lot of my marketing stuff, it's a little pen and ink drawing of me, and then it's obviously colored in. I've got a gremlin sitting on my shoulder. Little shit. I'm sorry. Look, guy's been with me all my life and has always messed with my art supplies. When I was doing graphic design and paste, I'm very old. I'm back from the days, I went to work in the days where there were not computers. And we did cut and paste. We did paste up. I mean, we had paste up artists. That's all they did, was cut out the type and paste it for flyers and circulars and whatever, newspapers. I didn't do that very long. That was a summer job when I was in college. You want to talk about boring? I think I'd rather have worked at McDonald's. Now, this is the one I want. Is it? Yeah. I have to get that out of the way. It's making my hand. Okay. I don't think I'm going to bring this. I'm going to start the purple. I'll do it here. Okay. But it's going to be so much of it because it's coming down in here. Okay. And I don't want to move it too far over because I got the purple and a couple of blues I got to get in there still. Well, she gets to have her hair dyed. I want colored hair. Oops. This is, oops. Just a little in here to darken that. There we go. Now there's a nice blend on that. The other thing I'm going to do is just a little bit of darkening on the eye while I've got this in my hand. Okay. There. The purple, I'm going to do that. I lost a whole red pen just now. And it's going to be gone for a week until whatever took it decides that it's bored with it. I lost both my glasses. And I just got them back in time on Wednesday to go out. I had a coffee and date, right? A coffee meeting. And listen, I'm blind without glasses. This thing is lightening and darkening on me, and it is driving me nuts. I'm going to have to switch this light. If it's going to continue to do that, I'll have to get the other one in here. The one I have in the bedroom. This is horrible. All right, I'm going to pick you up a little bit. Bring you in just a little. All right, the blue can go back here too. Now, I need the purple at this point. This is actually not purple. This is kind of a reddish purple. Wow, this is... Oh, that just went out. Okay, that's it? From the battery? Yeah, that's all she wrote for that. But that didn't last long. Hang on. Huh. Okay. I have better light without that thing on. I'm telling you, I don't think that's helping much. That's as bright as it's going to get. Maybe I just didn't turn it up high enough. That is a little better. Sorry about that, guys. Now, let me look at this here. This is going to be difficult because the purple is going to take up a lot more. Maybe I'll dot just a little around here. I'm going to have to, whoa. I'm not going to bring the other dark purple in. I'm going to use this one. And at the other end, I'm going to blend it with the blue. And I'm going to do this. Wow, this has got some pigment. This dark. Okay. I don't want quite that much of it in there. That's better. That's better. That helped. I'm going to be really careful, though. I'm going to have to be really careful with my finger now. Because, see how dark it is? I just got to get it out of there. It's going to look black. And then I'm going to have to wipe my fingers and clean my fingers off. I don't have a way to really lighten that up. I haven't tried this. I wonder. Get my water brush out here and see if I can lift this. Oh, it is lifting. It's lifting. Oh, yay. Well, it's also taking out all the sparkle, too. But that's okay. I'll come back over with the lighter magenta. There. This is just too dark of a color. It's beautiful, but I'm afraid that when it comes to it with something this small, it could be problematic. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Now, I'm going to get the blue, and I'm going to mix these two and get, I have to be careful with my hands. Okay, all right, here we go. This is dark too, okay? But if I can work fast, okay, that worked. I gotta make sure I clean him off. Let me have that turquoise. Yep, let me have this to blend him. Bring that in there a little bit. There. He's dark too. In small areas, they just tend to close in and just look black. Is there a pinhole in there? What are you? I have to leave this out because I can't tell what's. Oh, that I know what's going in there. Okay. Let's get this, and let's make sure it's clean. Get it good and wet. Come on. Oh, I'm squeezing the wrong thing. There we go. There we go. All right, now make a little water in there, just a little. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Shoot. Oh my God. It does lift though, I'll give it that. Okay. One more swipe and get it out of there. And it's just bleeding from the other side. Well, it lifts, but it may not be worth trying. I'm just trying to lighten it up just a little. I need some of that color out of there. Okay? Same here. It's got to be lifted out. I don't know if I'm having power surges, but my other lights aren't doing it. And it's very possible we are having power surges. I mean, this is Tucson. It's middle of summer. Air conditioners are running. And it's not as hot as it normally is in June. But the problem is for us, it's worse because it could be 10 or 15 degrees cooler. But we're in monsoon season. We have humidity. We aren't used to humidity. I'm going to have to touch that out with white. But that purple at least shows now. And I'm lifting some of this blue. These are just too dark for small areas. And I should have remembered that. There, he's better. Now, I've got a little bit more color there. Not quite as pigmented and as vibrant. There, lift these. Just lift them. Better. Better. Excellent. Excellent. I sound like Mr. Burns. Excellent. I'm going to lift some more of this too. Sometimes my scrubby papers where I do this are kind of interesting. Where is he? This was actually a scrubby paper with my Staedtler tinted graphite pencils, watercolor pencils, and it had such an interesting pattern. I went in and turned it into an interesting. I'm not finished with it yet, but I think the background, and it's very. These are all those Staedtler colors. They're in, just look at this. Oh my God. They're tinted graphite. It's watercolor. They're tinted graphite watercolor pencils. Man, the stuff they got now. Oh, that looks like my aneurysm too. I had to give this one to my doctor, my vascular surgeon. I did an abstract painting, and when I found out that that my aneurysm had 3 more aneurysms, little snot, I painted him into that abstract painting and gave it to him. Here, you deal with him. That little witch who just went and had babies. Okay, that's better. Pull that color off. I'm still going in here after this. I'm still going in with just a little bit more water here and seeing if I can lift this. There. That ought to do it. Okay, now I'm really going to have to work. That was a little bit much water. All right. Let me pull it. Pull it off. I'm doing great here on the tape. It might be okay once I go in there and bring the black back over it. Ooh, I could do white on that too. I don't know how I'd work that though. Well, I'm at it. Let's see if I can lift a little of this. Oh my God. I love it when I can lift. And there goes the light again. If it would stay like that, it would be fine. God, this drives me. It's this light. I should send it back. But I've had it too long now, I think. All right. I'm piddling. For something this small, I'm piddling. But I'm sorry. I can't. That's just the way I am. Bailey? It's my kitty. What's the matter, babes? Come here, hon. Come here, baby. Why is he making that sound? Come here, babe. You want a cookie? I can't turn my security cam. I have a Bailey cam to watch him if I'm not here or if he's in another room. I'm not able to get up and walk and move around. And so if I need to check where he is, unless he hides in the donut, I can usually find him. Bailey, are you okay? Here. Treat ball. You roll it around and treats fall out of it. And he already cleaned one out this morning. Ah, here he comes. Are you okay? What's the matter? I'll give you a cookie, but you can't have the whole treat ball. You just can't. Well, I faked you with it, but here you go. Here, have a cookie. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Oh, yeah, great. Here, honey, you want it? There he is. Okay. All right, now, I'm piddling with this, I know. But I get to do that now. I'm not under any stress to get something done. I'm not, when you did covers and stuff, you got paid a certain amount of money. So the faster you did it, the more money you made. Blah, blah, blah. And I've sat here with all of these and haven't put all my dots in. This is an interesting color here. All right, get out of there. This is, I don't even know what it is. It's kind of cool. I think it's like navy. Yeah, it is. It's too dark for this. I want to use it, but it's just too dark. So it's not going in. I have not marked those yet, so I can... Here, I'll put that next to that purple, I think. There, and then here's the blue. All right. Oh, God. All right, so I have to get my dots in here. And you know, this time I think I'm going to do different size ones. All right, there. Okay, now the blue is in there. I didn't get the turquoise in, so let's get the turquoise in. Let's do him over here. Okay. I need a green and a yellow. Uh-oh, what was that? Oh, I know what it was. I'm going to do this green over here. He's got enough brightness. Actually, I'm going to do him big. I want a little different size there. It looks circusy. And you know, I'm going to say it. That doesn't bother me. Because these do have kind of a quality, you know. I'm going to get the yellow, and I'm going to make yellow, all right? And then I'm going to make a yellow. I'm going to hate this on my green, but there. A yellow green, which they don't have, and it's one of my favorite colors. All right, and I'm going to pop that in there so that pops up just a little bit. There. All right, I got to make sure it's off of my yellow before I put it back in there and end up with green on something I do not want green on. Always clean your, trust me, you'll forget, and if you forget, you are not going to be happy with yourself. Where are you? Here. I guess you are there. Let go. Now, this guy needs to go down in there, too. That balances this and this, too, which is nice. All right, I am not putting that maroon on there. Just not going to do it. Sorry. He goes there. Oh, wait a minute. Wait just a darn minute here. Nope, I'm still missing the red. How the dickens have I lost my red pen in here already? If it's on the floor, I don't remember picking it up. I'm not happy right now. It's not down here. I have to plug this phone in. Hang on. There we go. Hang on here now. Let me look. Okay, yellow, orange, red, magenta, purple. Purple. You know, I'm going to use the purple on this guy. I think it might be lighter. Yes, it is definitely lighter. Okay? Definitely lighter. It's the purple I should have used here, too. Alright. Those are beautiful, but they're just a tad too dark for those little areas. Because they close up and they'll look black. The color will disappear. You have to watch stuff like that. So I think, and I've got the two blues in there, and I've got the greens, and so I've got every color available except the red. And I used the other red for that. God, that's going to drive me crazy. That is going to drive me crazy. Now, blue. What do I want to do here? Purple, blue. Yeah, there's that light again. I'm telling you, I don't know. You know what? I've got a battery backup that will keep it from doing that. Uh-huh. Maybe I can stop it. So what do I want? I want to go to do a yellow or an orange here. Let's get the other orange. This is the Zaire. It's the one that isn't quite as... Whoa. Actually, no, you're too dark. Now, there's a gold in here that might... No, this wasn't. This is, you know what? I actually like that. This is a really odd gold. It's yellow, is what it is. Light? Boy, that's driving me nuts. I'm going to have to switch that out. Shoot. Oh, wow. You know, these are kind of junky. They're a little too thin. They don't have a lot of glitter in them. And they're extremely, extremely transparent. Basically what I'm saying is they don't have enough pigment. But I got it. I got it anyway. There. And then what do I want to put in there? That orange was just way too much. I want to color here, and I want to color there. And then I need to touch... Oh, I know exactly what these guys are going to do. I know what I'm going to do with those. This, I think, is a much lighter yellow. Yellow. Okay, it's the Zaire again, but it's light pigment might be helpful for me right here, and it is. It gives me a kind of a regular paler yellow. All right, and then I'm going to pick up a little of... What, babes? What do you want, honey? Why don't you beat up your toy? I got him one of those cloth things that has a little stick and a fuzzy thing that goes around and peeks out from underneath of it. He loves that thing. All right. I wonder if I can lift this here a little bit. No, better lift it with the water. Better lift it with the water. Come on, let go. Give me some water. Come on. Uh-oh, am I out? Darn near, but that's okay. I'm close to the... I'm going to lift this. Uh-oh. There is some black. It did. It lifted the black. I gotta be careful. There. I have to be very, very careful. And lift all the moisture out of there. I can. Because it's dissolving the black. Whatever. The Zaire's dissolved it. It's okay. I can touch him up. I got the water out before I caused too big of a wreck. And this is out of water. Okay, now I'm going to let that dry. I better not mess with it. I need to do something about that nose. I also need to do something about the inside of that mouth. And I'm going to get those two grays out again. And is this that silver again? The cap is exactly the color I want. Yeah, it's the stupid silver. This is the really light gray. I don't think it's going to work. Wait a minute. Yes, it is. It's good. It's good. It's good. Okay. And then I'll go in with a little darker area between the teeth and, you know, around there like that. Or maybe just double up on this. That's kind of what I'm doing now to get it darker anyway. All pens have their special qualities. These guys are transparent, which is nice. And will give you a darker color if you do bump, bump. See, the more layers you give it, up to 3. I think at 3, you've reached the pigment level, but it will give you a darker, you know. And I could even hit the corners here with this one. Yeah, that's nice. Just darken that up a little bit. There we go. Now, what are we going to do with that nose? Something here is wet. I like it. There it is again. Oh, that's really annoying. And if that's the power coming in, and their power is doing that, that's screwing up my air conditioner and screwing up my refrigerator and all my large appliances, well, all my appliances that are plugged in. You know what? Let me unplug this. 24, shoot. If it's the power, because it was doing it on my phone. I just saw it do it on my phone. But when it did it on my phone, it didn't do it on the white. Okay, I can't figure that out. Just get it. See, there it's doing it. All right, get in there. Let me watch. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to be wasting your time, but if they're having power fluctuations here, I need to be aware of it. I want to keep this nose neutral. Let me look at this here. Whoa. Oh, no, that's way too light. I know where this goes. This is the one that's dead. All right, so he is 1, 2, 3, 4 in. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, yeah, that's it. There he is. There. He's 4 in. Let me look at this. See, they need a color between here and here. This is too dark. That's got a blue in it, and I don't want it. Let me see what I've got over here. Oh, I might have one. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, wait. That might do it. Here. Okay. This has got a warmth to it. I kind of like it. All right, so we are down here, and he is 4 in. 1, 2, 3. There he is. There he is. Let's try this one. Oh, shoot, it's not sticking. You better stick. You guys better stick. I don't want to have to go through this all again with another adhesive. I use those film sheet adhesives. All right. Now. Yeah. Now this is going to dry a little darker. But I don't have a problem with that. But what I want to do, okay, I want to look at this. And I'm going to fade it up here. I may have to, well, this is, okay, hang on. I forgot. This new set is more watery than my first set. My what are they? Artistro? No, this is the Zaire. Okay. I don't care. It's the right color. Zaire is my second favorite. Well, not my favorite, actually. I love the brush. But for fine lines, I like that plastic point that they've got. Okay, you can clean it off. All right. Yeah, now I got a little more pigment in there. Okay. Instead of just such a bunch of little water. Let me see. I want to bring this up. Now, these are fairly opaque. They are true acrylic paint pens. Okay? He's not really cooperating very well here. Right. I know it's silly, but you know, listen, people do full paintings at this size for these ATC cards. A lot of people who do miniatures, I mean, they work like this all the time. I mean, you should see, oh, God, I wish this light would stay like that. It's great for my eyes. You should see the watercolors that people do on the plain, I don't know how they pronounce it. I've always said plein air, okay? And it's not the way it's pronounced, but I can't say it. I don't know why. Plein air, I don't know what they're saying. I don't think that's right either, but this has a little warmth, kind of almost a greenish brown tint to it. You know, sort of like a very light touch of olive. I'm going to do this way, I think. And if I want to, I can always, I'm going to fill it in. I like it. There it is. Come on. There it is. Got that covered up. Excellent. We're not actually far off from completed here, believe it or not. You know? I mean, I am piddling, though. Oops. That's all right. I can touch that up. Now I'm going to go back in with a little darker gray. I think you're too dark, but I'm going to try you. I need... Okay, let me see. Are you... No, you're not really dark enough. There you are. There you are. Okay. All right. I just want it darker. See? In here. Okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Now, I don't know what I'm doing. I still have this big blob of white here that I got to deal with, and up here. Now, I want these to be kind of neutral. I really like the idea of his face being somewhat neutral. At this point, there's a lot of color here, here, here. I'm going to put some there, and then these guys. Yeah, I'm really kind of going towards that neutral for him. This is dark. Yeah, this is too close to the black. I don't want to do that solid black. It's too much. Would this be too dark? Yeah. I don't want to do it. All right, one more color in here. And I think I would like to put that's too close to there. Not, oh, I know what I want. I have to mix it. Where are you? We got the yellow, and I've got that. Where's my green? There it is. Okay. All right. This is going to be interesting. I want that green. And it works here. Because it's like this mixed with that, too. All right. Oh, good. I can sort of do it on two sides. That means I can get it wet enough. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Too much. Too much, too much, too much. Okay. Oops, oops. That's what I get. All right. It's okay. I can fix this. Alright, I'm going to get that yellow-green, and then I can put some over here. I have to touch up the black, but that's what I want. The chartreuse. Okay. Chartreuse here. Boy, I'm really going to have to touch up. That's alright. There, got it. Okay, got it. Now, I'll put this back and that back, and we are going to use the dreaded heat gun, so I don't have to sit here and wait for this to dry. So, cover your ears, folks. Here it comes. I could turn the sound off, but if I do that, I'll mess my whole phone up. Alright, it's still a little sticky there because that was a pretty thin coating of paint, but it's cooking on the back. That'd warm your hands up. But that is not a hairdryer, guys. That's a heat gun. And it's hot. Alright, while I'm waiting, I'm going to touch up these blacks here. Don't you dare... Oh, wait a minute. Is that my... It's not the pen I was using. I knew these guys. They don't mark on there. Here. Ah, there we go. You know what I'm going to get? What do I want? I want a thicker one. Here. That's a 2.0. Yeah, let's try this one. Okay. Oh, my lines ended up being sort of thick. Oh, shoot. Well, you just went off on your own, didn't you? It ended up being sort of thick anyway, so I'm just going to quickly go over. Not there yet. I need to pick a color for that. And I don't know what to pick. Before I finish all this down there, I can go ahead and get these done, though. And this will help clarify the whole design. This part always crisps, I can't say the word, crisps the design and everything up. It shows off the colors better, you know, it borders them and separates them and does all sorts of good things to make those colors work and appear brighter and more. I give him a little bit more thickness and round him off a bit. I got everything except here. You're kind of lumpy there. And you could use this too. There we go. Okay. Okay. We'll come back later. We'll finish the hair off. And then, while I'm in here with it, and up here, because I knew all along I was going to do this. Like I said, I wanted to keep the background neutral color-wise. And I love polka dots. I have a thing. Polka dots and I have a thing together. I like them. I like lines too. I mean, you have to do different things, but I swear those are my two favorites. I don't know why. Probably because they're simple. Circles are basically, you know, empty dots. Why are you doing this to me? Don't do that to me. This was, he does not like that extra thick. I'm not having good luck with that. All right, I'll have to come back. And that's interesting. The nice thing about acrylic paint pens too is, you know, typical standard acrylic, all right, is that you can, I'm stumbling away here. A lot of things will draw on acrylic. Okay. Darn it. I needed, all right. I don't think it's going to work. I'm going to start with, though, let me grab, where are you? Okay, that's red. And I think, no, here it is. Yeah, here it is. I'm going to give her lips, okay? And then I'm going to try and come over. Well, I can't come over with the really sparkly one because I don't have it. It's disappeared. But I'm going to give her lips. Oh, what are you doing? Well, now what? Oh, you just don't want to, do you? Well, that's interesting, isn't it? She has become a girl. I'm sorry, you shouldn't say anything. I transformed her from a boy to a girl with that hair. I started with the hair. Once that hair went in, I thought, this just can't, you know, well, it can be a Greek god. They always had wild curly hair. I'm going to have to let this dry and do another several coats. Just, oh, it's nice. Doesn't have to be really thick, but I have to be very, very careful here. And it is cooperating, thankfully. But, go down. There you go. Okay, now she's a girl. This is the kind of girl whose mother would have told her to make sure she had a skill and could support herself. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. But it's true. You are one ugly girl. You are kind of an ugly guy. But I'm sure you have a heart of gold. Oh, speaking of that, let's do it. Come here. Give me a... You? No. Let me get my actual gold. Here he is. There we go. Okay. We're going to give her a heart of gold. That's exactly what we're going to do. Now, hang on. Where do I want to put it? Let me think. In the eye? No. Maybe. If I do this, I'm... It really isn't quite big enough for a heart. See, it's just not. I mean, it's just too, it's just not big enough. But where else could I put it? Not there. I don't have a big enough area to give her a heart of gold. All right, but I have an idea. Let me see. All right, come on. Now I'm going to have to let that really dry. But I'm going to come in, go around it, and then draw around it. See if I can get the black to shape that for me. If not, it's going back to a pupil. But I like that heart of gold. She's got a heart of gold. Okay. They always do, don't they? Now, if you start on me, honestly, there we go. I'm not ready quite to do the line on those lips. But I am going to put the polka dots in there. Okay. I don't think they're going to show at this point from here, but we're just going to do this. Because if you try anything else, you're going to mess it up. Okay, and then this one can go down there. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like it. Let's see if we can get another coat of red on there. Hey, Drimpy Drawers, how you doing? Say that fast, it sounds like Droopy Drawers. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be mean. But hello and welcome. What are those crowns in number 2 and number 3 for? Trust me, I don't know all the ins and outs of this. I just punch a thing that says live, give it some information, and draw. I'm not doing this for any kind of, I don't know, rewards or whatever. I don't you know. Yeah, we're looking good. If I can get this good and red, then I may be able to get, if it'll let me do it. I mean, there comes a point you can only put so many layers of anything anywhere, all right? That was part of the problem with Jackson Pollock's work, I understand. He had so many layers, and he was using, well, it was during the war, okay? So, he didn't have access. Artists did not have access to their regular materials. They were being used to fuel the war, and, and I gather he used some not quite kosher paints because it's all he had, evidently, or something. But, yeah, you put on, that's right, I remember, Malcolm in the Middle. Remember when, I don't know if anybody watched, I love that show. But if anybody watched it, when Malcolm's dad quit work, he'd always wanted to be a painter. And he painted this big abstract. Oh, God, he was throwing paint in the garage. I mean, buckets of paint, okay? And splattering it up there, and he couldn't get it right. No, not right. And he'd get in the middle of the night, and, well, you know how it works for us. Middle of the night, go, oh, that's not right. And you think about it, and you can't let it go. You get up, and you go look at it again, and then you start working at 3 o'clock in the morning, that stuff. I think that's enough of this. I think we're going to let it dry, and then, and then he finally gets it, and everybody, the family comes out, they're all going, oh my God, it's beautiful, it's genius, blah, blah, blah. And the paint starts to just peel off. I mean, not even peel off. It started to flow off like lava. There were so many layers of paint. It couldn't dry. It was still wet. Oh, it was a gloppy mess. I think I fell down and hit everybody, but I can't remember. That would have been funny if they didn't do that, though. Now, I can mess with that. Let's see if I can do it. Let's get the 1, not the 2. This gives me a little bit, excuse me, I've got the hiccups, finer point to work with. How you doing, Drippy? Thanks for the highs. And everybody, by the way, thank you for coming. I do appreciate it. I love it when people come to visit me. Okay, now I'm going to go around this like this. Now, I need to make this look like a heart. So I need to draw a little heart, but sort of outside of it, so I don't close it up with the black. I don't know if it's just so small. You know, I don't think there's enough of a differentiation. I sort of see it. Oh God, I wish you guys would tell me. Can you see it? Do you see it? The little heart of gold. Can you see? I really need this little light to turn on. Oh, there he is. There, okay. I don't know if you could see him. I'm turning this all directions because the light hits it and reflects, and at certain angles you can't see jack, and at certain angles you see it really good. See, I can see it great there, and it does look like a heart, so. But I don't know what you can see. Come on. Yeah, okay, well, if not, it's not, all right? Now, guess what, guys? Oh, I need one more color right there, and it isn't going to be black, let me tell you. Okay, but what? Oh, it turned off again. It's just, God, I'm having lighting problems. I need a lighting man or a person. All right. Oh, I want to outline that, and I'm going to do that with the 1, too. I had a 0.5. That thing, I picked that up, put it down, and right off the bat, just squished the hell out of the point. It was just gone. That was so damn sensitive. But I am learning, you know. Some things, after 74 years, you know, 60 of those as a professional artist, you'd kind of hope I'd learn, wouldn't you? Oops. Oops. I kind of missed, but that's okay. I'm going to go back here and pick it up. I may... Damn, I didn't mean to do that, though. But I'm going to have to do it all the way down, because if I don't, it's going to look funny. There. And these guys could use a touch-up on their outline. Right? Okay. Okay. All right. Go in there and give him hell, line. I keep thinking if I should put a matte sealant on these. But then I'm wondering how much that would kill the metallics. What I should do is do a test sheet. A lot of times, I probably can't use that anyway. On my watercolors, I don't generally seal them. I have used wax, okay? Yes, wax, you can put wax on it, but it changes the colors, okay? It darkens the colors for me. And nobody else says they notice it, but I do. And it kind of bugs me because my work is 90% color, okay? It's my whole thing is I love color, okay? You mess my colors up and it just sort of screws everything. That's just not making me happy. I'm not seeing it very well either. You are driving me nuts. That's it. I've had it with you. I don't know why people like these. I hate these tips. Fuzzy and there. See, look at that. Of course, this is a 2, not a 1. Maybe I should have just gone ahead and used that. All right. Yeah, all right. I have a light. Leave my hand in. I'm okay. And the other thing is these may be emptying out. These are brand new. This has not even been used that I know of yet. And if they're already emptying out, then I think there must have been something wrong with these. These could easily have been imposters. All right? I mean, the price was really good. Okay. That's bad. That's not bad. Now we need the white accents, and we are done. Let me put my gold pen where it belongs. And then I am going to go take a nap. Okay, you? Am I done with you? Yeah. Snap it on and put him back in here. There he is. I put things back because if I don't, man, I'll have a mess. You know, when I work on a big piece, I use, especially colored pencil, I have hundreds of pencils I'm using. I mean, I'll have 5 in each hand and then still be drawing with another one. One in my mouth, maybe one behind my ear. Okay? You know, I used to work on huge, you know, my full-size colored Canson drawing sheets, and, you know, I can't remember the exact size anymore, 24 by 30 or something, I don't know. All right, what was I going to do? Highlights. All right, so there. Now the lips can have one. Okay, just a couple down here. The nose can have a little squiggly. Well, you're not working. What's going on here? All right, I'm gonna pull it off there. Something's telling me. Oh, God, I hate that. It's driving me nuts. All right. Now, you can use some little tiny white dots on you like that. And maybe, oh, shoot, I wasn't going to put it there, but I guess I am now. Good thing it didn't go out of whack. I don't want any black. Oh, I do need some black in there, though. All right. And there isn't too much. Oh, do I want to? No, I really don't. I just want to touch up that black and take a look and see how that all looks. You're the 1. Get out. Let me have that 2. He's just drawing better. Okay. Here we go. Jesus. There we go. Get it moving. Whoa, it does not like like that yellow. It's got to, because I've got to straighten this up. This is not good. It's not coming out. It's okay. I have to figure another pen. Let me think. That has. The thing is, it's got to be fine point. My pen that, when I know would go over that, is not fine enough. Let's see if this one works. Yeah. Not great, but it worked. Damn. I don't like it, but I don't have any choice. Damn, it's doing too. Wow. Wow. Come on. Whoa. Okay, this one's not happy either. This one's not going to work. It'll work on this line, but it's not going to work anywhere else. It'll work right here. But it's too thick. It's too thick to go down those other lines there. Might work here. All right, very, very carefully. Oh my God, I got lucky. I got lucky. Okay. Hands don't fail me now. Oh my God. Ooh. I got lucky. You need a little bit thicker, because there. I'm going to do you here. You there. You could use a touch up too. Right there. Alright. Everything else, how's it look? This could be just a little bit better. Now, that could be too. Oh my God, I'm still using this pen. I can't believe I'm getting away with it. Okay, now that I've noticed, it's probably not, I'm not going to get away with it, so. Be careful, you're on the, this is where I really start to get screwed up, because I'm on the home stretch. I just have a couple little more things, and tape comes off. That needs a color. You know what I'd like to put there is like a light blue. No, that's not it. And that's a weird, wait a minute. No, that's the silver. Oh my God, please don't be, it's a green. Okay, what about you? Are you a light blue? Maybe. I haven't hardly used these because I don't like them as much. They don't have the pizzazz that the other one. No, it's not a light blue. I wonder if I could just cheat a little bit, because the color is more important to me than the sparkle. If I could just cheat a little bit and see, I want something. No, I don't want an aqua. I want it blue. But these aren't giving me the color I want. How about you? I might have a problem with. Oh, that's the color I want. I haven't swatched this yet. The brush pen. Okay. Wish me luck. I'm going to have some more black touch up. But wish me luck. That's exactly the color. What is wet over here? Ink. Alright, I gotta keep that off. Okay, here we go. Definitely gonna have black touch-up, but that's the color I wanted. There we go. That's it. And I'm gonna widen you up a little bit. I have to touch it up anyway, so I might as well get that where I want it. That's what I wanted. Right there. I ruined the heart, so I might as well just put more black in there. I want that heart, but I don't have a place to put it. It. But that's not working the way I wanted it to. So I'm going to cover this up. Do you mind? Okay. I'll put another highlight in it. And I think, because that was just too confusing there. It needs, oh! You gotta be careful. This has a lot of power. So it could literally blow that ink off of there. That's why I'm holding this a distance away. I think while I'm waiting for that to dry, I could uh-oh. Hope I didn't turn that off. I accidentally hit my phone. We're gonna find out real quick. Alright. And since I just hit it, let's try it. If you ever have trouble pulling your tape off, it can be troublesome. Hit it with a little heat. And then when you pull it at a 45-degree angle. Okay? Gonna have to touch up. I keep forgetting. Usually when I put my tape on, I come back over and go just at the edge with like the end of a pin or something, just at this edge against the painting, so that nothing else sticks as hard. And I have forgotten the last couple of times, and I've had bleed unders. It's my own fault. I get too anxious, I want to draw, and there we go. So far, though, I've been really happy with this tape. All right, let's see how this looks. Yeah, that looks nice. It's left some here. Can have to rub it off. Okay. Big blob of a thing under there. But that is what these are for. Get in there. Get in there. I don't care if this is backwards or not. I'm sticking it in there. There. I'll put my color chart back up there. This little camera is kind of in my way. This is going to be the most cockeyed video. I don't know whether it's up or down. Oh well. Okay, see, where was I? Here. You know, she got a little crooked over here. But, you see, here's the thing. That's what one-of-a-kind artist pieces, handmade pieces, tend to do. They're not perfect. You know, if something's perfect, oh, well, you best suspect whether or not it's handmade. Am I right? If you're a little bit brighter there. Now, if these have dyes, which I duly suspect they do, then they're going to bleed through what I'm doing right now, just a little bit, and I'm going to have to keep going over them several times. All right? That's not bad. Yep, and they're doing it. See, down here you can see it. It's pink. Drives me crazy. And why I only have to touch up on these guys that do have dye in them. You know, the markers and stuff like that. Never my watercolors. You know, my watercolors have some dye in them. I mean, they all do. Okay. Just a little tiny dot there. That thing drove me nuts. Now you need there. I didn't get the heart of gold. And I want to name her that. Oh, that's heart of glass. Oops. Let me see. This is a little wonked. It's a little cockeyed. She's a little cockeyed. Too bad. That's what happened. You know, I can fix that. I mean, seriously, I can. Good thing these are plastic tips. I'd have beat the hell out of them by now. There, that helped a little bit. And I could come back in with the black. I could actually come in here and do this. Widen that. And then come back in with the black, too. And then I can even this one out the same way. But, oh, this is going to drive me nuts, these little things doing that. If I can't get through, I'm going to have to literally get my ink out and paint the whole border, which I think I'm going to have to do anyway. But not before I get that stuff off. All right. My Dr. Martin's ink white. Sorry. It's very opaque. Good for stuff like that. Let me think. What was I doing? I need the black. Not you. For around the triangle. And then he's done. Except for, well, I don't have to, oh, I do. Wait, just a minute here. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Ah. I thought that was, oh, I forgot about that. Okay. Don't do this to me. Don't you? I have never had more problems. I'm really not happy. You little... God. Oh, you're just not doing it. Damn it. This is too that for those lines. Damn it. It's okay here. No, it's not even okay here. There, see, remain. Oh my God. See? I knew it. Always at the end. Always. And that's because you're curled and popping up on me. And I didn't want to touch you all over the place. There. This covers up nice with the white. It doesn't have dye in it. All right. Guys, I'm going to let that dry. I got to pick that up tomorrow. Or maybe 24 hours of drying will make a difference to be able to touch that up. Let me see this one. Maybe this one is working now. Okay, let's see. No, it is not. Nope, it's not. Okay, I'm going to try one more thing. This is too thick, but... there we go. There we go. Okay. Now, I didn't want it that thick, but... Okay, now. Okay. That's what I should have been using. I thought this one was empty. I mean, you know, out. It's been skipping on me. Shit. There. All right. Boy, that thing is causing me problems. Okay. More touch-up tomorrow. But we're done. How about a little close-up? I have no idea. I think the camera is this way. Because I'm looking at my actual back of my phone now, okay? But there you go. I should have been drawing this way the whole time. All right. Well, guys, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. You have a great rest of your Saturday, and I may be doing some more tomorrow. It depends on how much sleep I get tonight. But thank you for coming by. It was fun. For all my grumpy complaining and, you know, whatever I was doing. Now I have to figure out how to turn this off, and I don't know how to turn it off. There's no off button, so I'm going to try this. I don't know if it's still live or not. Well, it says I'm still live. I don't know how to turn it off. Oh, that's, you idiot, you're on the wrong phone. This is the problem with two phones. I'm trying to turn off the wrong phone. There's an X. That ought to do it. Oh, I can't. That's turn off. I can't get it out. There. Yes. I love that.